Hey, what's up, Spooky fam? Today we are doing a part 2 follow-up to a video I did a little while ago when I asked you guys your horror opinions. What you think, good or bad. Let me know your favorite movie. Let me know anything about horror and we'll talk about it in a video. So this is part 2. I actually asked you guys recently again. So these are more recent answers and just replies of what you guys think about horror. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, check out all of my links if you would like to see any more of me or support the channel any further. Let's get into your horror opinions. Up first here we have, I just got done watching Mimic 1, 2, and 3, and I have to say that number 2 was the best. Normally number 1 is the best when they go downhill from there, but not this time. And we'll have to give Mimic 2 and 3 a watch because we just recently watched number 1, but I am a huge fan of sequels. Like, I always feel like the second installment is, like, I don't care. I love a second film, a second installment, a sequel. I love it. Scream 2 is one of my favorite sequels of all time, and I'm excited to get back into the bug world. We may have another bug video coming out soon. Alright, up next, praying that the new Alien movie will be horror-based and more spooky. I'm right there with you. From the trailer, it looks like it's going to be full of, like, fun jump scares. I don't know, Fede Alvarez. You guys know that Evil Dead from 2013, like, effed me up, and that was directed by Fede Alvarez, so we'll see what he can do with the Alien universe. I have high hopes. And I really do like Kaylee Spaney, and she is starring in it. And also, same user, I love horror movies that equally have both cinematic, beautiful atmospheres and a scary, gory slasher gig. So if you haven't seen In a Violent Nature, definitely check that out. Like, that is for you. If you like just like a beautiful atmosphere, love it, gorgeous, kill, murder, beautiful atmosphere, we're walking, kill, that's In a Violent Nature. Up next, as a lifelong horror fan, I'm not a fan of the Terrifier series. I'll watch them in part 3 to support the genre, but it's too much for me. And slasher is my favorite horror genre. Blood and all that is good, they just push it over the edge in my opinion. And as someone who is a huge fan of the Terrifier series, like, Terrifier 2 has become a comfort watch for us, and we like go to bed with it on sometimes. You know, different strokes for different folks. That's why we do not yuck anybody else's yum on this channel, because like I always say, what could be my least favorite film is your most favorite film, and what is your worst favorite film of all time is probably my favorite. And that's why I love this channel. But I am a big fan of Art the Clown. I am a big fan of Damien Leone for as far as he pushes the gore. That's what I want. I want to be disgusted. I want to feel like I need a shower after I watch a film like that. And that's it. I can't wait for Terrifier 3. Alrighty, up next, the original movie Wreck is the reason I am scared of zombies. Horror movies are not my go-to. I can watch them from time to time, but Wreck gave me nightmares for weeks. And honestly, there is just a point in Wreck, you guys have probably seen it and I've mentioned it a million times. It's like you're getting comfortable in the film, they're kind of walking through the apartment, and then the body comes crashing down and you cannot sit still because you're like, oh my god, is another body gonna come just like falling from the sky? Like, it is so unpredictable and unsettling, and I totally understand why that would make you afraid. Alright, I prefer zombies. Up next, how about a review of the horror TV series The Walking Dead? I am so sorry to disappoint you, Scott, but I did not a fan of The Walking Dead. I gave it to like season 4. I was watching it on TV as it was airing, like when it first came on TV. I think I was still in high school. It just wasn't for me. I'm not really a fan of zombies to begin with. Like, it is probably my least favorite genre, but as a TV series, I was over it so quickly, and it's one that I've never really been able to get into. However, the Walking Dead Telltale games, those games are so good and so full of heart, and I have played them. So I guess I can't say that I don't like The Walking Dead. I will say the television show is probably not for me, but the graphic novels and video games are definitely more up my alley. I really don't find horror movies as scary. I find movies that are more scientifically possible to be scarier, like Jurassic Park and Arachnophobia. Let me throw another one at you. Outbreak, Contagion. I feel like we literally lived the movie Contagion. Like, as in our generation, like, we collectively, like, that movie, when the pandemic hit, I went back and watched Contagion, and it was 10 times scarier for me than any other horror movie. So I definitely understand that. However, we're gonna do a video coming up about my biggest fears, my irrational fears. I'm gonna spoil one for you and tell you one of my biggest irrational fears so we can piggyback off of Jurassic Park. I'm scared of animatronic dinosaurs because they're so scary. They're just like, you know, there's certain places you can go to, like theme parks and stuff that have like a dinosaur or Jurassic Park. Like when I went on the Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios, at the end, when that giant T-Rex is coming at you, like it's coming at you, like it's right there, and it's so, what I would think would be like, I'm having like flashbacks because I was so scared. It just feels like those animatronics could go rogue at any time, and then we're living in Jurassic Park times. I know it's not real, and that's why it's an irrational fear, but that roller coaster, or that Jurassic Park ride, just like, it's never left my brain, and I'm still scared of it. My only horror opinion is like music. If you like it, who cares what others think? And that is what I love. That is what I was talking about with not yucking someone else's yum. I watch a lot of messed up films. I watch a lot of weird shit. We just watched Faces of Death for fun the other day. And that's what it, like, we just, as long as you're not hurting anybody, we're not yucking anybody's yum. Okay, last two here. The Puppet Monster Massacre, an homage to various horror films. It was made in Indianapolis in the guy's mom's living room with a blue screen and sock puppets and no budget. It's wonderful. The more you know about horror films and their creators, the more you'll enjoy it, since references to well-known films, are everywhere. The monster is fabulous, and yes, the nipples were made with pencil erasers. And there's a link, so if you guys are interested in this, I will leave the link down below. This reminds me of Hanky Panky, I talked about recently. Hanky Panky is a no-budget horror film that came out recently where Seth Green is the voice of a sentient napkin. Nope, I believe he was the sentient hat. Sorry. There is world-saving creatures, sentient things, but everything is done on wires, and like you're seeing stupidity on it's a masterpiece in my opinion. So I feel like I would be into the Puppet Monster Massacre. And last comment here. Hi Ashley. The first film that comes to mind is Phantasm from 1979. Later on, I saw The Exorcist on cable when I was still a kid. And if I could go back in a time machine for like one of the things I would want to experience, I would want to be in the theater in the 70s watching The Exorcist, in the crowds where people were getting scared, vomiting, running away, just, I want to experience theater like that. You know, I want to watch people around me be shocked, but I also want to go back in time with the knowledge that I've already seen the film, because I've already been scared of Reagan once. I don't need it again. On that note, that is all of your horror opinions for this video. Let me know if we should do a part 3. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I just love hanging out, taking a break from like movie content to just kind of talk about the horror genre as an umbrella topic. If you enjoy, thumbs up, do all the fun things down below, and I will see you guys so soon. Sayonara, Spooky fam.